5 towards the circle advancement.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Hi.
Oh, dang it. Oh, well. Let me
What?
try and fix that. My chat, I had to mess with it from boys' night
it's
here.
white.
I gotta fix it. Yeah, white and going from the bottom. All good. I'll fix it here in a sec. Text top down. And black. There.
Much
I can
better.
actually see chat.
All right. Everybody good? Ready to get
Well, I mean, there's a
started?
gigantic hand that's trying to touch somebody inappropriately, I'm sure, but
Touch somebody inappropriately.
It's taking the building.
Yeah, it grabbed onto the lighthouse.
It grabbed
down there.
the lighthouse inappropriately then.
Very inappropriate.
What is happening? This is the start. All
Grab
right,
them
we
by the
will-
lighthouse, and when you're a phenomenon, they let you do it.
All right. Okay. So kill Arthur. Got it.
No.
So last
In
session,
fairness, he is doing a good job of trying.
That's true. Last session, we met officially the Circle of Blood and Burden, and after a very creepy and ominous transmission, your Lightkeeper, Lenora Blackwood, sent you down into the Devil's Well out in the middle of the Glass Sea. Here, you discovered that this was an Eon's facility. You also found hints of the Red Hand being here, which was odd. And after, yes, throwing yourself directly into bleed and on purposely activating a hallucination 3 times in a row, you all eventually found the source of the bleed, and it was a young girl that you learned was called the Reliquary. We ended last session with Arthur humming the same tune as the little girl, Liza, in an attempt to communicate with her, and a massive, pale, stone-like hand burst out of the ground and grabbed onto the lighthouse down there. However, we are not going to start there. We're going to go back in time and get a little more information and history of our players. So we're going to go through some flashback sequences here.
Nice.
Clip show episode, love it.
Set. Sorry.
Yeah, it started.
Okay. We see ash drifting in the air like snow over trenchworks and makeshift tents. The sky above is gray bone white. The camp is quiet, not from peace, but from exhaustion. And here we see our doctor, Dr. Quinn, walking through the trenches, passing soldiers with bandaged eyes, others coughing up blood, some muttering prayers to themselves. Dr. Quinn, you've heard this stretch of land referred to as the Pale. It's not on any official war map you've seen. You've been directed to a medical tent near the rear of the line. You've been told it's a young soldier, barely 17 years old. As you walk through the trenches here, what does Dr. Quinn look like in a war setting?
So he would be wearing, a very similar to a World War II-esque, drab, very like olive green, and he has the medical patch on his arm dictating that he is in fact a medic, and he is carrying himself very heavy. He's already very worn down. This would probably be you know, a little ways into the war at this point, so he's very run down and very tired, but continues on.
Okay. You continue on towards this tent, towards the rear of the line, and you see a young boy, emaciated, strapped to a cot here. There's nobody else in the room at the moment. His eyes are closed. He's breathing. What do you do?
So Alaric would, he would enter the room and start inspecting the boy. Are you awake? And he'll start feeling around and seeing if he's got any wounds that are external that he can see.
Okay, give me a focus roll.
Two. With a gilded, I'll take the gilded.
Okay. You look closer at him. You see it's almost like it's apparent to you that it's almost as if this boy, because that's what he is, albeit a soldier, he's barely 16, maybe 17 years old. He very clearly has been starved, whether that's from just because of how wars go, or if it was something else, it's not too clear. So you kind of rub his chest and try to wake him up. He kind of coughs. Where is she? His eyes don't open, but somewhat conscious.
Who are you talking about, young one?
She told me not to look.
I'm sorry. Look at what?
As you say that, you hear and sense a presence behind you, a voice, and you turn and see an older surgeon, clearly wearing a lab coat. He has a little like clipboard tray in his hand with a patient chart on it, and he just kind of whacks the chart against your back and says, "You're just here to monitor his vitals. Don't speak to him." And he abruptly leaves the tent to go somewhere else.
So Alaric will turn around and he'll grab that chart and he'll start flipping through, and you read the patient's name and anything that may be on that chart.
Obviously it's not difficult to read this chart. I'll put this in chat here. Where a name would be, it says Warfront Anchor 3 instead.
Okay. Warfront Anchor 3. So is that a place that he would recognize? Like, basically them just dictating where this soldier came from on the battlefield?
It doesn't seem like a place or terminology that has been referenced in the war to you before. Battlefront sites, you've not seen the word anchor associated with them before. But go ahead and give me another focus roll. 5. As you're looking at this chart and trying to understand what anchor means, you look back at the boy and you see a shimmer in like his veins. As you just kind of try to contemplate what that means, you see this silvery shimmer through his veins just very quickly, and it moves for 1 second.
How peculiar. And I think that he would actually try and take a syringe and then try to extract whatever that might be
Okay. I'm gonna say that is a control roll.
Should I drive this? No. We'll go with 2. Let's see what goes. 5.
5.
5 and a 1. Thanks.
You successfully draw blood from this young boy and kind of hold it up to. There's very little light in here, but just enough. And you hold it up and look at it, and you see that his blood is separating from some type of what looks to you like liquid metal in the vial.
We'll probably have to get this tested somewhere. Can I continue to try and see, maybe, is he actually strapped down to the bed?
He is.
Yeah. Okay. I think he would just continue to kind of see and if there is any more of this anywhere else on his body, behind his neck, or turn his head, see if there's anything there, and why he's kind of out of the sorts.
Okay. I'll allow you to either do another focus roll or a read roll. I'll let you decide based on your intentions. Yeah.
Try a read roll to maybe interpret something. 4.
A 4. You see slightly in his neck that silver pulse through and move up through a vein. But you also notice his fingers are twitching. And as you look and try to just get an overall sense of this young soldier, you pick up on Morse code being tapped with his fingers.
Okay. So he will pull out a notebook and start writing down, the Morse code that he's tapping out, and see if he can decipher basically what is being said.
Okay. I think that is probably another read roll. Or read or focus. Those are your strong suits.
Let me see. Well read. I'll say focus. I'll do a focus and I'll drive it.
Okay.
Triple 5s.
Triple 5s.
Yeah, I got 5, 5, 5 on all 3 of them. It's funny. So I'll take the gilded one, obviously, and get my drive back.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up as you sit there and start jotting down what this poor soldier is tapping out in Morse code. That is what you pick up. As you are kind of writing this down in your notebook, a mortar hits the ridge nearby and the lights begin to flicker. You're immediately thrown against a supply rack. Not enough to take any marks, but enough to jostle you. When you rise and get your bearings about you here, you see that the boy is now standing. He's no longer strapped. He's unbound, staring into the corner of the tent.
Are you okay?
He doesn't say anything to you, but his face is one that is full of fear here in this moment. His body isn't casting a shadow, but you do still see a shadow. It starts to move behind him on the tent wall. Go ahead and give me one more focus roll here. Or read.
Oh no. 2.
2. This silhouette is massive and it's hulking, and it looks almost like the shadow is about to remove itself from the tent and wrap around him. But as quickly as it appeared, it is gone. Another mortar hits nearby and you are jostled again. And you look over, the lights start to flicker and stabilize, and the boy is strapped back down to the bed again.
What the hell is that all about? What? Oh, I think I might need some sleep.
There is one odd thing about that patient chart that you saw. You saw it was signed by a Dr. Quinn. And we'll move to our next player's flashback.
What? Speaking of flashing.
Speaking of flashing.
Sorry.
It's okay. I don't know what's going on over there.
I don't know what is happening.
Well, I had Fiona planned up next, but would you like me to wait?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it.
All right. The elevator creaks as it descends, and it lurches to a stop midway between two floors. Jimmy. Standing next to you is Farah Naftali, your contact at the OUP.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah. Get a picture of her there. She curses under her breath for a moment as she opens a maintenance latch and leads you into a narrow service corridor rarely used by staff in an area of the OUP building that you've never seen before. She turns on a light and it flickers to life. One little strip light here. And you are in a hallway of closed file doors, forgotten case drawers. Farah looks to you dead serious. No copies, just eyes, Jimmy, all right?
All right.
She takes out a bundle of keys and fiddles with them for a moment before she opens the door here, and it just looks like another small evidence room. She finds a drawer without hesitation and pulls out a single folder. Not thick, but it is unusually stiff with a red tape lining its edges. Pages inside are partially redacted. Let me put this case file in chat.
Finally moving up in the world.
She lays this case file in front of you and says, Jimmy, this was Az. It started as Az, surveillance, flare signatures, possible kidnappings, and then someone from inside started reclassifying files like this one, labeling them assets, not victims. Give me a minute to look over it. I know there's a lot on there.
I'm reading it right now.
All good.
Are all of these assets children by chance?
So far, Jimmy, this is one of the only case files I found like this. But this is a little girl, and no idea where she is or what happened to her, and somebody reclassified it. There's something going on here, Jimmy.
Is there any way to tell who reclassified the document?
Give me a read roll.
This 1930s, 1940s detective music is
Abilities and
top notch.
nice.
It's kind of jazz that I can
Have two
dig.
dice and read. All right, but it's not gilded. Standard roll. 3.
3. You look and see that this case file has been very purposely redacted in all the areas that would be able to trace back to whoever it was that redacted it or reclassified it.
Let's see. Look at it some more.
Yeah, very. That'll scoop.
Is there any way to look for files that have been similarly altered?
Jimmy, we don't have much time down here, but go ahead and look. Give me a survey.
All right, let's go. That one,
I know, right, Coffee?
Good. So let's see, add. We're going to go to gilded, standard, and we will add a die just in case. Let's go. 5 on the not gilded.
5. You look around and you try to open a couple more drawers and they are locked. Farah tosses you the ring of keys and you fumble with a few. They aren't working. What you do catch, however, is this room that you're in sits slightly underground, but there are some windows right up near the ceiling. And you catch movement out of the corner of your eye as you try to find more case files like this one. You look up and see a man had been standing there for 1 second too long, and it is suspicious. And as you catch and hear his footsteps walk off, you see just the littlest flash of a maroon glove on his hand. Ferris speaks up. Look, Jimmy, you want more? You're going to have to break something. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought you here, but I couldn't stand knowing what they were doing to these kids and saying nothing. You got to take this back to your people and do something about it.
Is anybody going to get in trouble if I take the file?
Not if we do it quick. I was
Alright,
never
let's go.
here. You were never here. Let's go, Jimmy.
Let's go.
She leads you back out. Are you going to attempt to follow the man you spot?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I was about to ask if that was a possibility.
Yes. Go ahead and give me
Okay.
another survey roll as you exit the building up onto the street here.
4 on the gilded, 6 on the not gilded. Ooh, we'll take the 6.
Okay. Take the 6. Your pursuit leads you through alleyways, shifting crowds. Eventually, you pick up on the trail and you've been led to the Red Lamp District. The man you are following doesn't run, he walks. You know that he knows you're following him. You watch as he begins to approach the Palace Theater. He pauses beneath the marquee for 1 second, adjusts a maroon glove, and you watch as he disappears through a corridor. You know this theater very well. This is where your mom performed. There is one doorman standing outside, and he eyes you. He's paying attention to you, but not speaking to you. What would you like to do?
Do I know the doorman from my mom's time, or is he after?
This is after. This is a younger
Okay,
doorman.
Okay. It gets too suspicious to straight up ask about the guy, so I'm trying to think of a roundabout way of approaching the subject. Oh, what's playing at the theater tonight?
You walk up
I'll
to the
just strike up
doorman
the
and see
conversation.
there's no sign above up there, and he says it's open mic night.
Oh, all right. Is that guy going to be singing by chance?
What guy?
The man who just went in the maroon gloves.
I didn't see any man walk in here in the maroon gloves.
Fair enough. Is it open to everybody?
You got some talent you want to share?
Oh God, not really. No, but I would like to scout talent, if possible.
Make a sway roll.
We'll go with I'm a talent agent today. We haven't sway. Oh, nothing in sway.
So you either roll at disadvantage or you use a drive to roll 1 dice and not roll at
I
disadvantage.
will use a drive.
All right.
Here we go. It's all on the die. 3.
3. Look, bud. You're asking questions in a place you shouldn't be asking questions in. Why don't you just move along?
Oh shit! All right, fair enough. I will move along and circle around the establishment, see if there's another way in, and if there's anything else interesting about it.
Easy enough. Again, you know this theater very, very well, and you know there is a back entrance that you can make your way to. As you go around the back, you don't see anybody standing guard there, and the back door is slightly ajar, Would you like to make a hide roll, or are you just going right in?
Is there a dumpster nearby by chance?
There is a dumpster nearby.
Okay, cool. Jimmy will leave his nice leather jacket in the dumpster, ruffle his shirt a little, change it a bit, and put on some spectacles that are fake.
Okay.
And then we'll enter. We'll enter boldly.
Okay, you enter boldly, appearing like you are meant to be there. That's going to be another sway roll for the people that are back here behind stage.
Okay, burn another drive real quick. Here we go. Roll it. Oh God, a 1.
A 1. You walk back and you see the hallway behind the stage here is narrow. It's thick with stage props and hanging curtains. And you see a couple of people, some instruments, some stage performers, and they all turn to look at you at the same exact time and say, "Oh, God damn it. Did fucking Craig, you left the back door open. Come on, get out of here, man."
I just want to see the theater my mom performed in. Is that okay with you guys? I'll
Your
pout a
mom?
little.
Your mom performed here? What was your mom's name?
Willie Holmes.
Lily Holmes. Your mom is Lily Holmes.
Yes. My name's
Prove
Jimmy
it.
Holmes.
Prove it.
Shit. We'll say I keep a picture in my wallet then.
Okay.
Pull that out real quick.
Okay.
Me, her, dad.
Let me see that. No shit. That is Lily Holmes. Well, you were that young little kid. Just a young little kid. Always getting into our shit and snacks and everything. All right, man. Your family. Come on in.
All right. I will, again, enter boldly. You guys got any snacks?
Of course you want those snacks. Go get him some truffles or whatever.
Sweet.
As you walk in, and it's very familiar to you here for a moment, go ahead and give me a survey roll to try and spot the guy you were following now that you're inside.
Absolutely. Burger drive. 5 on the gilded.
5 on the gilded. You look backstage here, and while there are costumes strewn about, you notice a pair of maroon gloves resting neatly on a vanity table here. But you do
Wasn't
not
gonna
see
be
the man.
Easy, was it?
As you approach this little vanity table here, you see a cigarette in an ashtray still burning with a little note folded up next to it. Assuming you pick up the note.
I was gonna say, how many people are around? Can I pick up the note subtly and look at it, maybe get it back without anybody noticing?
Yeah, give me a hide roll.
Okay. Okay, I have an eye for that. 5.
Pick it up. Take a peek. It says, "Not every stage is meant for truth. Exit before Act 2 begins." And as you go to set it back down, one of the stage performers comes up and slaps you on the shoulder. "Well, you want to come see the performance?"
Hell yeah, I'd love to. It's
A
been
curtain.
quite a few years since I've been here.
Yeah, you're all grown up now. Hey, what are you doing these days, Jimmy?
Oh, shit. Come up with a good lie really quickly. Totally not being a detective at all. See, it's 1900, so I work in construction.
Give me another sway roll.
Sway. Oh, shit. 3.
3. Kind of squeezes your shoulder a little tighter, says, "Ah, right, construction. We all got our own shit these days, huh?" And he leads you down towards the audience and you see a curtain parting slightly downstage, and you do glimpse a tall silhouette slipping through a side balcony door as the performance starts. And we'll move on to our next player's flashback. I did that.
The music was about to put me to sleep.
What?
That's soft jazz.
That's soft jazz.
I was
I
loving
yawned
that.
twice. It was so nice. I
The
was
hot-
just like lulled.
The noir detective tune was like, it made me want to go black and white and have a cigarette and a scotch in my hand.
Right?
The title of that is Noir Jazz Ambiance, Rainy Night in 1920 Chicago.
Perfect.
Love it.
All right. The sky is orange and violet as we see the Rosevale Circus Caravan preparing for its final night in Seasway. The air here smells of sawdust, citrus, and sugar. Canvas tents sway gently in the wind, performers stretch somewhere off, a lion yawns in its cage, and a calliope wheezes through a little circus tune. However, word has spread that a new act has joined the troupe. He's quiet, well-dressed, and claims blood ties to some new Farron family nobody really cares about. But he carries something unusual wrapped in green silk. Fiona, you are standing behind the stage here, getting ready to do your acrobatic performance, and your mother stands next to you. She says, "Style before safety, darling. I taught you that much at least. Go on and get him, Fee." And you see your mother, a very striking woman, curly red hair, some knives. She is a knife thrower in some respect. What does Fiona look like in her performance garb?
She wears her top is striped with puff sleeves, but it's very fitted for movability, and then some snug sleek black trousers that again are form fitted but flexible for her to be able to jump and move and lift and do all the things that she needs to do. And her hair is tied up so it doesn't get in her way, and she wears boots that are soft, supple leather but have a nice firm grip on the bottom for being able to land without slipping.
Yeah, cute. We see a much younger Fiona, probably late teens, and you step out into the warm light beneath the central ring here, and above you, silks of deep violet sway from the rigging. A drum taps once, then twice, and somewhere in the crowd, a child gasps as you run, leap, and grab hold of the silk. Give me a move roll for your performance.
Okay. And that's a gilded action for me. Five.
5. Very, very graceful. You almost slip for 1 second, a little bit of nervousness here on the last night of your performance, but you silk glide gracefully through the air, perform your acrobatic tricks, and as you are spinning and climbing, momentarily suspended, the audience before you vanishes into a blur, except for one man in the third row. He's very slim, he's impeccably still, and he lights a singular match. He doesn't smile or blink. He watches you as if you were an equation. And this is who you see. It's as if time slows as you make eye contact with this man, and you watch as the match slowly burns out, and you continue your performance, and the crowd erupts in applause. What do you do as you exit the stage?
I would be scanning the crowd to see if the man was still there, or if it was just, me being dizzy from spinning around.
Sure, give me a survey roll.
4.
4. You don't see this strange man who is lighting the match, but you do see that newcomer, who you were told his name was Cassian. And this is what he looks like here. You spot him off, leaning up against a couple of crates here. He's polishing a strange small disc between his fingers with a piece of green silk. And he catches you watching him. It always spins towards something. The trick is knowing what. And he lays his hand flat, and you see this. It looks like a compass, but it's actually a coin, and it is continuously spinning in his hand.
Intriguing.
He begins to tell you stories of impossible places. Doors that open when no one's looking, wells that drink memories instead of water, horrifying creatures you never thought possible to exist, ancient relics and artifacts found in old Farron sites, and your eyes light up at all of these stories he tells you. He tosses you the coin. Do you catch it?
And I catch it.
I found that beneath an uprooted tree in the Scarlet Wood. I've been told it was from a cartographer's kit. Not a map maker, but a map chaser. Maybe it's better off in your hands.
I'm going to hold my hand out and study it and see if it spins in my hand.
It is spinning in your hand. Okay. Forever spinning. And Fiona, you still have this coin in your possession. Today we have our first piece of artifact gear. You can read that over in a moment, but it is yours.
Okay.
As you go to your tent to bed down for the night, the final performance over, some tents coming down, you see your dad pops his head in. A very big burly man, certainly where Fiona gets her muscles from. He says, "Fee, stay away from that new guy. I don't know anything about him."
Why ever for, Father?
Because you are my little girl, Fee, and I'm gonna make sure that you're protected no matter where we go. What was that thing he gave you? Huh? I saw that.
What are you talking about?
Give me a sway roll to try to lie to your dad. Six?
Yep.
You see your mother comes in and says, "Oh, Fee, you've got your father's balance and my appetite for risk. A very dangerous combination. Ewan, leave her alone. Just let her have it, whatever it was. We don't care. Whatever you do, Fee, we know you're going to shine wherever you go." Do you do anything before you bed down for the night?
I am going to... Did he just give me the coin, or did he give me the green fabric as well?
He gave you the green fabric as well.
Okay, I'm going to wrap the coin in that and secure it safely somewhere where I can hide it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely easy enough to do alone in your room here. I would like... You hear movement outside of your tent. If you would like to try to hear anything else, it's getting a little late. You hear some footsteps, which isn't too uncommon, but they kind of pause somewhere out near your tent. I will let you either give me a read roll or a survey roll to pick up on the people outside of your tent.
Okay. I will do a read roll.
Okay.
A 3.
A 3. You hear some muffled voices. You think for a moment, oh, that sounds like Cassian. And you catch just the end of whatever it was they were talking about. A voice you don't recognize and Cassian's voice. And the voice you don't recognize, you hear say, young Master Lichtenberg is unavailable. And we'll go on to our next player's flashback. So, Fiona, you have first artifact gear. It can help you track targets, but it also can be used to... you don't necessarily need to be tracking a person. You can be tracking like a memory or something a little more out of the box with this compass coin.
Okay. Cool.
That is yours. Your first little artifact that may have started your journey out of the circus. My stuff is all in place. Now, the radiator in room 211 ticks very faintly. Arthur, you wake to the dry scent of old plaster and medicated linens. You're coming down or up, really, from several weeks of heavy sedation here in Grace Lake Sanatorium. The bed beside you, which was empty when you arrived, is no longer unoccupied. You see an elderly man sitting upright in the bed next to you now. His eyes are clouded over with cataracts, his hands knotted with age. He's rolling some sort of small reflective orb between his fingers.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Oh, what's your name, boy?
Arthur. There it is.
Struggled
Arthur.
to remember that, did you?
They have been giving me cocktails of medication. I have been struggling to remember a lot of things recently, but I gather that was the point.
His shaky old man hands turn over and you see this like crystalline eye in his hand and he hands it out to you. Well, this remembers what we forget. If you want to know what was taken, hold it.
Arthur is sort of very suggestible at the moment, and is sort of reaches out, not thinking of anything. It sort of numbed the world slightly, and picks up the item being offered and looks at it.
Yeah. As you look at it, go ahead and give me a sense roll.
Yep. Sense roll is good. I've got... That is a 6.
A 6.
On the non-gilded dice.
As you touch the glass and asked you to do a sense roll, but this just kind of happens to you. The world begins to thin around you and dry air is pulled from your lungs as you feel like your body floating in silence. Suddenly the room around you shifts. You don't fall asleep or dream. You are simply elsewhere. As the room reforms around you, you find yourself standing within the halls of your ancestral home. The structure is intact. Everything is covered in a thick, even coating of dust. And as the hallway stretches out longer than it did in real life, what you're used to it seeing, you see your sister with her back turned to you, standing in the hallway.
Arthur at this point has been, barring stints within Gracelate Sanatorium, he's been looking for Anastasia for a long time.
Mhm.
And he, through his drug-induced haze, suddenly thinks he's found her for a moment before realizing that the area around him has changed, and he looks, Anastasia.
She doesn't move. She doesn't turn to look at you. She's held unnaturally still, like a doll or a puppet waiting for its strings to be pulled.
Anastasia, where have you been? I've been worried. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Give me a sway roll.
B. I'm gonna use a drive, if I may.
Mhm.
And that's a 6 on the non-gilded.
Another 6.
It's a 4 on the gilded.
You see her head turns slightly, tilts to the side as if she's directing her ear to the ceiling here. And as you begin to speak again, Anastasia, your voice fails you, and instead a voice whispers through the walls in your own cadence. This is how you remembered her, and now it's all you have. And above her, the ceiling begins to crack. Fine, pale dust begins to drift down, coating Anastasia's hair, her shoulders, her skin. She begins to appear more like sculpture than sibling. And you begin to feel a presence behind these walls, too large to fit, too quiet to hear. I would like for you to give me a focus roll, as I'd like to see if Arthur could remember something right now.
Sure. Uh, Sorry, thing didn't roll there. 1 second. That's a 4.
A 4. The presence is extremely oppressive, and as it begins to push in, you still can't see it, but you can feel it, and you watch as your sister begins to turn to some form of stone in front of you. The glass eye is still in your hand, and in this moment, it splinters with a sharp, dry crack, and you look down and you see a real eye with these strange silvery markings on it. You're not sure what this silver is. It begins to leak out of this eye and down your hand.
Ew.
As it does so, what was that roll you said? A 4?
A 4.
A 4? You're not sure, but somewhere in the back of your mind, a name that you're not sure you recognize, but it's in there. You feel your own mind saying Thaddeus.
That is.
As this is happening to you, Anastasia does begin to slightly turn around, and as she goes to look at you in this near stone-like being, her face cracks and shatters and falls to the ground. And you sit immediately bolt upright in bed in room 211. Back in Grace
I
Sleep.
suddenly feel very clear, despite the cocktail of drugs that have been going through my system.
Absolutely.
And I have the eye in my hand. Can I look at it now? And
yes, you
see
look
if
at it
it's-
now as you're back seemingly in room 211, and it is back in its crystalline marble-like form, but it cracks in your hand, and what looks to be liquid metal spills out of it. Not a real eye, still just a crystal. It kind of shatters into this liquid metal in your hand.
I'm so sorry. I was seeing something. Not a. I don't think it was a memory, but it was something was there. I think I broke your eye. I'm so sorry.
You look up to the bed next to you and see it's empty. There's no old man there. A nurse.
He
Go ahead.
I was going to say he sort of stands up and starts like looking for signs that this wasn't just a hallucination, like an imprint of a body in the bed, or a pair of slippers under the bed, or even just a glass of water left on the bedside table by one of the nurses. Something that says this didn't just, other than the eye, that says this wasn't just a drug-induced hallucination. He needs this to be real.
Give me either a survey or a read roll, whichever
Love
one.
those.
Survey's
Those
more
they both
search.
throw off words.
Yeah, I think
Seemingly.
I'll go with survey because I've got more drives,
You
but they're both
can
the same
Okay.
number of dice. That is a gilded 4.
Gilded 4. The bed appears like it has been untouched for a very long time. You kind of wipe at your face, and as you look at your hand, you notice a smear of pale dust on your hand. Seems real to you, but that man's not there. Doesn't look like he ever was. The dust is still on your hand. A nurse walks in, peeks her head around. Oh, young Mr. Lichtenberg, you're awake. So good to see you finally with us.
Yes. He sort of hand goes over the eye as if concealing it, and just sort of, yes. I'm sorry. I had the strangest dream of another patient being in the room with me. I've not had any visitors, have I?
Give me a hide roll for that eye.
This is with a drive because I have nothing. That's a 5.
It's a 5. She
Yeah, with
eyes.
the drive, no disadvantage.
She eyes you curiously. Says, "Well, you've been here alone since you got here."
I must have been dreaming. I'm sorry. I think I've just been having a bit of a reaction to some of the medication.
Oh, should we up your dosage again?
I don't know if that's necessary. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will adjust. I'm.
Okay.
It's just new dose, new med. It was a different name than before.
Well, it's time for group therapy. Come.
Yes, of course. Yes, and he sort of turns around and looks for the hospital issue dressing gown that all the patients have. That's sort of gray and completely formless, and
Yeah.
no insignia or anything. Just throws that on and marches out in his slippers.
Absolutely. All right. That is it for our flashback sequences. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick before we get into where we left off. Officially.
Gigantic hand.
Be right
God,
back.
it's the claw.
You're scared of the claw.
Hi, Juby. No slit in the back with a butt hanging out? Oh, I'm sure there is. Definitely.
I can't wait for it to turn out that the hand just has a sock puppet on it, and it's just like that's the boss.
With button eyes.
With googly eyes.
That would be hilarious.
Goodness.
I'm trying to remember where everybody was situated in space.
I'm
Like,
pretty
how
sure they
far
had-
away
was
are we from
standing-
each other?
Pretty
I was
close.
standing very still, humming along to this neat
Yes.
tune while the
Yes.
world crumbles around me.
While the building.
It looks like a music video. If you slowed it down, it would look like a music video of some kind.
Yes.
You guys weren't that far from me when it started, but you were dodging out of the way, like smart people
Right.
do when the building
Yeah.
starts to collapse around them. And
Yep.
I was just like, no, just gonna stand right here.
Yeah, we're conscious of what's happening, and you're very transfixed.
Hi, cat. Welcome in. Catcha. It's the pets.com dog. Surprise. Oh no. Dun, dun, dun.
It's .com dog. And yeah, no, absolutely. There is a slit up the back with the butt hanging out. That's why the dressing gown.
Yes.
You know, it's he likes the breeze, but it's it gets a little chilly in the corridors, and group therapy is not one for the butts. More for one-on-one therapy.
True. True.
Just a treat.
It's a treat, just for a little treat. Funny.
Yeah, those flashbacks were pretty good. They're very,
We've been connected for a lot longer than I thought.
very
Yeah.
informative.
Mystical forces
I
bringing
was-
us together.
I was
Ladies
kind of
grabbing
half
some water, which I feel is going to make it worse.
Yeah, oh yeah, it does. The bathroom breaks, the pee breaks get shorter as time goes on.
Hmm.
That's cool. Sorry, you were
Um,
saying.
I was kind of half expecting that the doctor would be a surprise visit in your flashback there, being that it was
Yeah.
the mental
Just
institution.
Dr. Alaric Quinn comes in and is
Right.
like, right, Arthur, time for your lobotomy.
He moves a
Yep.
cool hand across your forehead.
Yeah.
But first,
Snap.
I'm cured. I'm cured. Not yet, but you will be. Drops eye drops into the eyeballs that are being held open.
What? No turn and cough?
yes, yeah, always the turn and cough.
Yeah.
It was the 20s. I have no doubt it was always the turning cough. One patient turns to the other and goes, "How'd you like that? I only came in for someone to look at my eyes, and they made me turn and cough." And the other guy goes, "You think that's bad? I came in to pay a bill."
Oh, you're
No,
just
that's
gonna
when they
pay us
ask you to
money.
bend over.
Come around back.
That's when you delay payment. Oh, sorry,
That's when
kid.
you
Sorry,
get the
Doc. I don't think I can cover this one.
Wink, wink.
Hang on.
Shall we lay bets on how many bleed marks I can take in this session?
Oh gosh.
Hopefully not too
Well,
many
like-
more.
There's only so many you can take before.
I know.
Yeah.
Before it all gets a bit too much and the tentacles start coming.
No tentacles here. What do you mean?
No, you're supposed to get booba.
Okay.
Little pasties that are just rather the headbaggies.
Just tassels.
Remind-
Tassels, that's the one.
Coffee, I'm afraid you're going to have to say, I have a. What is it that Lacey wants you to say?
Boobas on my head.
Boobas.
I have a very stylish bra hat.
You
A
know those
bra
little
hat, yes, indeed.
beanies with the little like
Ridiculous.
spinny thing? You could just get one for each. Just spin them.
Yep.
Just two little beanies. Just the ones you give kids. Just the kid-sized beanies.
Exactly.
All right.
uh,
So, yes, indeed. Last we left off in the present was with Arthur trying to communicate with the reliquary. The rest of you are all here, not as close to as Arthur is, most certainly. Let me. Sorry, pull this up here. So yes, we leave off with this massive pale arm and hand. It is huge, and it has grabbed on to the side of the lighthouse and is beginning to crush it. What are we doing? Humming.
How far from Arthur
I believe.
is Fiona?
As close as you would like to be.
Okay. And I can see that he's in danger from the debris, just as we're all in danger from the debris.
You all are. Arthur is certainly in more danger than the rest of you, being so close to the reliquary and the lighthouse itself. But it is beginning to collapse around you as Arthur is probably in some form of meditation almost with the reliquary at this point, I think.
I believe
Would
it's still,
I-
like experiencing her history, like her name and
Yes.
the ritual with red gloved men and being taken, and seeing all this in her flashback episode, and so my mind is elsewhere, sort of, for the moment.
Fiona would like to at least try to either grab or push or try to get Arthur out of the direct, like where he's being, since he's in more peril. Fiona would like to try to remove him from that, either by grabbing him or tackling him or whatever needs to happen to get him into a more safe position.
Okay.
Could I assist that possibly?
Yes. How do you assist her?
I would also. We could each grab an arm or whatever.
Okay. So I'll let you guys decide which one of you would like to make the control roll here. So only one person will make the roll, and whoever is not making the roll can add a drive point to add another dice to the pool.
Okay, cool. I have one in control. How about you?
I have one in control, but I have a lot of drive in. So I've got lots of drive points to spend there.
Okay, so
Okay,
maybe
cool.
Jimmy, you make the roll, and Fiona, you reduce one drive to give Jimmy another dice.
Okay.
Right?
Let's go. 4.
4. Okay. Both of you grabbing onto one arm of Arthur's, trying to pull him back. You get him back slightly, but Arthur, I think, is resisting you in this moment as he is stuck in this like transient space with the reliquary. So you're holding on to him, but it's difficult.
I think Alaric would, after diving out of the way there,
Mm-hmm.
he would get up, see that both of them are trying to move Arthur, and he will kind of glance at the girl and say, "Nope, we gotta get out of here." And he will also try and to assist getting Arthur out of there as well.
Give me your own control roll, Dr. Quinn.
Okay.
Arthur, the reliquary, in
4
this
as well.
space with her. 4. You pull him back just a little bit further, but still not enough. The reliquary, her eyes are wide open at you, Arthur, and she says, "Take me with you. Please take me with you."
I would like to. I don't know how to save you. Sorry, Liza.
You're just like the rest. You're gonna leave me here, just like the rest of them left me here. She starts to scream.
I'm going to find a way to get you out of this, I promise.
You are lying! Make a sway roll.
Make a sway roll. That's a 2.
A 2. She erupts in anger, believing you to be a liar, just like all the rest. And as she screams, this arm grabs tighter on the lighthouse and it shatters in 2 beneath its hands, and it starts to like crumble it. As it does so, pieces of the building come falling down towards all of you. I'm going to need a move roll from each of you individually to try to avoid this. And you're coming down on about just a couple of seconds of this entire place collapsing around you. So you need to think fast here, but give me those move rolls first.
As she screams, does Arthur come out of his reverie and...
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to use a drive point on this, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I got a
that's
3.
gilded. Yeah, I got a gilded 5.
Okay.
As well.
So 2 5s and 2 3s? Okay. Jimmy and Dr. Quinn, you do not move in time, still wrangling with Arthur as he begins to snap out of this space he was in with the reliquary. I need each of you to take 1 body mark as pieces of debris hit you on your shoulder and 1 on your head, kind of dazes you for a moment. The place is coming down around you. What do you all do?
We have to get out of here. Right now.
As Arthur I picture them helping him. He's been sort of held in place for a moment. Once it breaks, he stumbles out of the way and they take a knock from the falling debris.
Yeah.
He'd want to try and grab one of them and pull them to safety the way they were trying to help him. So do you know who took the head injury?
Jimmy.
He would go for Jimmy first, then because he's more likely to be dazed, and he would run in for that. I got to drive back from that gilded roll before, so I'm going to use that drive again to increase my dice. That's a 3. Sorry, Jimmy. It's a 1 and a 3.
Rip.
You don't get him to move just in time. He's super dazed from getting knocked in the head with a big piece of concrete. The girl begins to scream again, and you all start to see a shoulder start to jut out from the ground here, from this massive being beneath the ground. If you guys do not leave now, you're going down with it.
Right now, we gotta head to the stairs.
Gotta go.
And I'll also like kind of recover from that boulder landing on me and try to assist as best I can to get everyone moving.
Okay. I'll have you all give me another move roll to try to make your way up the stairs.
Right.
I have none in move. Oh my god,
Okay.
I got a 5 anyway. Hell yeah.
I got
6 and a 5.
a 6.
I got a 5.
And I got a 5.
Okay. Very good move rolls. Now seeing that the reliquary, not believing that you're going to aid her, erupting in anger instead with whatever this being is beneath the ground, you all rush back up the stairs and you make your way to the entrance here. The entire facility is shaking around you. Do you do anything up here before you make your way back outside?
We have
What
to
room
get
are
out
we
of
in?
here.
You're back up at the top, the entrance.
We have to make our way to the boat right now.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, let's
we,
go.
We changed. We turned off the protections the buttons were giving. That's how we ended up there. The door, when opened, may stay open to travel both ways.
I don't
Want to
know
help
what
Liza, but
button.
whatever that thing
to turn
crawling
it
out of
back
the
on.
ground was,
I don't know the button to turn it back on.
you press the button that was marked on, off, and the strange reverse symbol one.
Strange third one
I
was
think-
the one that took us down there.
Can I inspect the panel quickly to see if it's active or inactive? Is that something I could do?
Okay, give me a focus roll very quickly to glance at the panel.
Yes. That's a 2.
That's a 2. The lights on, there are lights on it, but they are flickering wildly. You cannot tell if they are active or non-active or reactive to everything happening here. And as you look, the ceiling begins to cave in as everything begins to crumble around you. And I assume you all run out.
There was just the 3 buttons,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
And there was nothing else. Okay.
correct.
If Arthur was alone, he would press the button because the risk and the parent nature that is coming forth is of a gambler.
I'll let you go with another move roll for a potential another consequence. I'll let you
He's-
try to go do that.
I'll stay close to
He's-
Arthur.
Because Fiona's staying close, I think he would probably look at the button and then sort of for one moment and then just sort of, no, I can't, we've got to go.
Let's do it!
Jimmy will definitely yell something like, "Let it go, man. Let's get out of here."
All right.
Jimmy bursts into song.
You guys rush out to the entrance of the Devil's Well. The ground beneath you is absolutely trembling, but as you make your way across all of the debris here, you see the open sea before you, you see the mourners wake, and you see a Captain Devere standing there, just a slight wave.
So jump in the boat and all
Yeah.
make our way over to Captain Devere. Oh, that was very close.
What did you guys get up to down there? But wait, I got a flicker last night. It was Morse. Thought it was sea interference, but then I recognized it. It was Blackwood. He hands Dr. Quinn a little note that he scrawled on from it. And you see it says, "Eyes in fog. Trust no new faces."
Eyes in fog.
That's disconcerting.
That's not the kind of message that you forge. I suggest we get back very quickly.
Oh. I took that as
What?
a name.
Oh.
Not eyes in fog.
Oh.
Could have been worse.
Yes,
You could have
Sir
taken it as a
Eisenfog.
place.
Yeah.
They're taking
Yeah.
the hobbits to Eisenfog.
Eyes in fog. What is that?
Captain Dever goes and
Alaric
what?
will pass it over to Arthur and for them to, pass around and take a look without saying anything out loud.
Captain, have you noticed anyone, any other ships nearby? Anyone else coming to investigate this?
Some kind of aircraft flew by overhead. Not too uncommon, I don't think. But no other ships. Nobody out here but us. That I saw, anyway.
He passes the note on to Jimmy, and then Jimmy passes it. He's concerned.
Yes. I do believe that we should probably head back to our headquarters. See if we can piece anything together.
I don't feel right leaving her behind, though.
As much as I agree, but there's something definitely wrong there. And with the amount of bleed that she was emanating, it might not be safe to have her around.
There's got to be a better way than that, though. I've been the person in a room alone for what felt like an eternity. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. She's been down there for years.
We'll find a way to save her. You have my word.
Can
I
we
gave her mine,
see?
so...
Sorry. Can we see
Sorry.
anything still happening? Like as we're leaving and getting to the bigger ship and all that, can we see like things crumbling, the hand still being there once we left?
Grabbing the
You
ship.
definitely still have that little spyglass that you have. You may give me a survey roll as you kind of take that out as the boat begins to leave the area.
Okay. 6.
6. You see a massive amount of bleed erupting from the center stone area where you were. And as the ship begins to make its way back towards Hollow Harbor, you through the spyglass, you see a massive whirlpool is forming, and this stone door to the Devil's Well is sinking down. Everything that you saw there, that you could see above the water, is slowly sinking with massive amounts of bleed erupting from it.
So did we just make what was a mild phenomenon a much larger
I was
phenomenon?
wondering. I feel like we critical failed that whole mission.
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, gents, it looks like where we were seeing faint bleed before, now there is almost a fountain erupting in bleed where it was. There's a whirlpool and just catastrophic. This is gonna be a rough report.
I'm starting to regret the button pushing.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh no, the
Should have pushed
consequences
it just
of
one more
my
time.
actions.
Maybe it just needed one more button push.
All right.
Perhaps.
Literally want to swim back under and just press the button. Oh,
The
dear.
mourner's wake begins to come into sight of Hollow Harbor up at the docks here. As you disembark, the fog thickens low to the ground. Amid the usual dock clamor here, you see a figure leaning against a lamppost. He's tall, angular, wearing a dark coat with deep maroon gloves.
Oh, motherfucker.
He has a clove cigarette between his fingers, smoldering slow and steady. He watches you all disembark. Thanks. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, for some reason it saved Jimmy's picture as this guy, and that's not what that is.
That blew the case wide open.
I was about to say, or is it?
Oh man.
That's no new
We
faces.
never left
Jimmy's
the
the
well.
big bad.
That's no new faces.
As all
It's
of
not
your
a new
boots
face. That's the key.
hit the dock here, he steps forward and eyes you all. Very big smirk on his face. He says, "Word is the Devil's Well went under. Shame. Heard there are things worth preserving down there. Things that don't do well alone. But you made it out. Now, how did you do that?"
No idea what you're talking about, friend. We just went on a short fishing cruise.
Right. Give me a sway roll.
A 2. I am very persuasive.
He inhales on his clove cigarette. Ah. Well, you, young Master Lichtenberg, right? That's it. I didn't think the old gas baron still had teeth.
Family name carries some weight still, in certain circles.
Certain circles.
You have me at a disadvantage, Mr.
Oh, they call me the Clove.
They call you the Clove. Is that because you smell good, or
He inhales on his cigarette one more time and sighs at you. Anybody that would like to do a read roll on the Clove here may do so. Or anything else you'd like to do or say to him.
Probably Alaric will.
I will definitely do a read roll.
I mean, I'd be
I
happy
was
to
just
do
gonna
it
say,
as well.
I
if you're happy
kind of
for
want
us
to
all
punch
do
him,
one.
but I'm gonna hold back.
Oh my god, I want to punch him so bad, especially because of my flashback. Just like instinctually.
1.
I got a 6.
I got 5.
But I'm very much sort of stuck on the name Clove, and he's just going through like permutations of insinuations about, you know, do they call you Clove because you're a garlic salesman,
Fuck with
or
him, dude.
is it
Oh my
because
god, I love it. I love it.
Very punchable.
just genuinely being an ass is the general mood for Arthur right now. towards this smarmy little shit.
Both Jimmy and Arthur very definitely pick up on his, manipulation in tone and wordplay. He's definitely trying to trigger some form of an emotional response. Jimmy, as you watch his body movements and his body language, this is that guy you followed, most certainly, to the Palace Theater just a few short weeks ago. And he laughs and just says, Candela's always late to the fire. You're all built to smother, not to burn. That's why we
But the
act
arsonist.
first.
Who's we?
Oh, please. As he tightens a deep red glove. I didn't come here to play cards unless you've got a sealed hand in your coat. Well, good luck. He starts to turn away from you.
What did you want at the lighthouse?
Oh, well. Same thing as the rest of you. Especially you. And he makes eye contact with you, Fiona. Delving for lost relics and things. Very curious. He continues to turn. And he's going to start to walk away from you. Unless any of you would like to do anything else. But he's going to leave.
It didn't work out too well for the last red-handed gentleman who went there.
Now, how do you know that, young Master Lichtenberg?
Just the feeling. Something about the decor.
Arthur,
Right.
maybe let's not.
Jimmy would like to follow him if possible, subtly after he leaves.
Okay. Clive,
He would
his name's
see where he gives.
Klein the Clove is actually his name. Klein the Clove. As you say that, Arthur, he throws down his cigarette and stamps it out, and he, just over his shoulder, his back still turned to you, says, your sister always was the curious one, wasn't she? Curiosity gets under the skin. And he's going to keep walking. He starts to
Well, that's not cool.
depart. So here, you guys are all in Hallow Harbor with the Clove walking off. Jimmy, you want to trail him, right? Track him,
Yes.
follow
yes,
him.
Yes. Survey him.
What are the rest of you doing as you kind of come back to New Fair?
We're gonna have to figure out some more information on that place.
We'd need a way to get back in to do anything with it.
One of you kept one of the books we looked at, correct?
I did. And Arthur, once he's going to look around for any eyes that are, connected to either red hands or, other types of spices from the spice rack, and is going to thinking if they are indeed alone and not being observed, he'll bring out the book that he took from the library.
Okay, give me a survey roll first.
Survey. I have a guild, a drive-in. I'll
Let's see what that means.
That's a 5 with the drive.
5. You don't see anything or anybody that stands out as the Red Hand or Eons. You see a couple of dock workers that you would expect to see here.
Waiting for a moment where they are occupied with something else, he pulls the book out and passes it to Fiona. I think it's gone blank now. but it's still physical, which I think is important. I don't know what that means, but it's definitely all the information that was in it is gone, and it had some interesting stuff when I read it.
I'm gonna take the book and kind of turn it over, flip through pages, look at it with the spyglass. I think we definitely need to get this back to Lenora and the orange fungus that Alaric collected, just to see if we can glean any more information from what we brought back with us.
As you look over that book, go ahead and give me a focus roll. Jimmy, give me a survey roll.
Me. Oh, hold on, let me check.
Double
sweet,
five.
I get to gild 2 dice. I will take a 6 gilded and a drive bag.
I want to bring the back because it's good. We're in a downtime moment. Sorry, Fiona, what did you get?
Double fives. So
Five, and Jimmy got a 6. Okay. As you look at this book here, Fiona, it is true that it is blank inside now. You take your spyglass and try to look at it through there, and there is bleed residue on it, not enough to directly harm you in this moment. But you feel something in your pocket spinning.
yeah, I'm gonna hold that coin in my hand while I continue examining.
Get to that in a second. Jimmy on a 6. Very easy to begin following Klein, the clove. He begins to make his way through some warehouse areas here down at the harbor. If you're trying not to be seen, I'm going to need a hide roll from you as well.
Okay, let's see. I don't think I have much in hide. Yeah. Oh, I have a die. Okay, let's try it. 4.
4.
Could have been worse.
Okay. Get to that in a second. Fiona, with that coin out, it's still spinning, and you know that this coin successfully finds its target. You currently don't know what its target is, as you haven't kind of attuned a new target to it. But as you hold it in your hand and kind of move it around, almost like a radar, when you move it closer to Arthur, it spins slower. It slows down.
Does Arthur notice this coin?
Unless Fiona's trying to hide it.
Nope, I'm not.
Then you notice it.
That's interesting. What is it?
So I've had this coin for years, so I would know at least something about it at this point.
I would say, like, you've used it before on a couple of like little dungeon delves, and thinking of you basically have to kind of really think about something to attune it to a new target while with the use of a sense roll. In this situation, it hasn't been attuned to anything, and you didn't attune it to anything before the Devil's Well, obviously, because you didn't know you had it. But in this moment, it is slowing down the closer you are to Arthur.
I'm being direct while I'm studying the book. I'm being directed towards Arthur.
Yeah.
So
But,
drawing a conclusion that the book and Arthur are now connected.
That is a reasonable conclusion to make. Whether it's true or not,
Right.
not sure yet.
Okay.
Jimmy, on a 4, you follow Klein the Clove through the brine wash warehouses here, and your boot kicks a can, rattles some noise.
Oh.
You see the Clove turn around. Give me a move roll to try to dodge to the side to hide behind a crate or something.
5
5.
at
Man.
disadvantage.
You manage to make it just barely behind a crate. Klein the Clove is on a little bit more higher alert here, but he doesn't directly notice you. And you watch as he turns into like an office building of the brine wash warehouses.
Can I see anything about who the office is, who may own them, stuff like that?
Give me a survey. Right. Yeah.
5 gilded. Yay.
There are no there's no company sign on the office there. You see a truck near a loading dock that does have the Eons symbol on it, which you guys had seen. You had seen that symbol before on, what was it, Tarek's journal.
I think I will let it go there.
Okay.
For now.
You return
Head
to
back
your
to the
group.
party. Yeah. Let them know about the connection with Eons and Tarek as well. Potential.
So he walked into an Eons building. Member of the Red Hand.
He did. At least it certainly seems that way.
Above table is outside of the recent foray into the lighthouse and the Devil's Well. Are we aware of any? I got the impression before that we're not aware of any particular long-standing overlap between these two organizations. Like this was an unusual alliance.
That's correct.
What do I know about Eons? The Red Hand, I think, Arthur would know a little bit about.
Mhm.
I believe.
So, as members of Candela Obscura, all of you know a little bit about Eons. You know that they tend to have their hands in almost anything related to bleed. You're going to find them almost anywhere. They had a very heavy presence in the war, and that is certainly where Dr. Quinn would know them from. Fiona, you would have run into them in the past at different, ancient old Farron sites. Maybe you came across some sort of excavation team. Eons is not inherently bad, but they are certainly very morally gray. However, them working directly with the Red Hand is not something that Candela has really seen before in the past. Normally, they tend to stay pretty opposite because Eons is more concerned about experimenting and doing new things with bleed and the flare, and the Red Hand is more interested in selling artifacts on the black market. Certainly two morally gray factions, but again, overall, not necessarily bad, but bad actors certainly within them.
So, what do you reckon? Black market dealers and what are essentially phenomenon scientists of ill repute, or morally grey repute, have in common with regards to the place we just were, the Devil's Well.
You said that in that first flashback that you guys were Red Hand members.
Jimmy, as Dr. Quinn says that, and you seeing Klein the Clove, you remember that Arthur did not look like the Red Hand that had his throat slit. He looked like a different Red Hand person. And now seeing Klein before you, you know that Arthur took the place of Klein in whatever involvement he had in that hallucination. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, but you guys keep going. I can hear.
Okay.
Should have punched him.
Definitely should have punched him. Shit, I regret.
Should have put him in butter and smeared him with bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, then toasted it.
Had a little bit of jam.
So I'm definitely gonna tell you
Garlic
guys
bread.
that that this occurred in the flashback, and you now all have the information that Clyde the Clove was involved in the slitting of the throat potentially, and most definitely the events. That would explain why he was so very interested in the results of our expedition as well.
So he was there.
He was not only there, he may have been involved
And by the
more than a little bit
sounds,
too.
He's the only
Definitely was involved
surviving
in one
person
death at least.
that we know of.
If he's the only survivor, then he's the only one who really knows what went down there.
That's it.
Which one of you had the notes that we collected that we found in the rooms?
I think that was
Because
Jimmy.
so, if I'm remembering correctly, the reliquary was connected to the building on some level and was fueling the astrolabe in the facility. So it makes me wonder if Eons and the Red Hand were coordinating their efforts in an attempt to
Let's grab a drink next time. I get a
facilitate
chance.
a power source from this phenomenon.
Her name is Liza.
Yes.
But I take your point. It's possible, I suppose, but I'm not unless they were trying to make with that power source bleed infused items to sell, maybe exposing things to the bleed, or just taking stuff that was infused with it that she had been in contact with. I suppose there are ways this could be profitable for them. There is a pretty significant black market for that sort of thing.
Well, I think you'd have to get more information from our man, the Clove. Maybe he has a better idea of what they were actually doing there.
Would Candela Obscura have any intelligence on members of the Red Hand?
Potentially. That would certainly be a question for your Lightkeeper.
Yeah. Arthur sort of mulls it over. We should talk to Lenore about that. We need to see if he has any kind of record with Candela that could certainly level the playing field for the next time we speak to the man. I don't like how much he knew about us.
Yes, it was very concerning. Well, maybe let's go and find out how much we can find out about him.
I think
I
it's
like
a good
that.
idea.
I think that's
Yeah.
a really good idea.
And we could get some insight into these items we brought back. We have the alchemical sheet that we've procured. We have the book, and we have more detail. I'd be interested to see if there's any mention of Liza in Candela's notes or in whatever the Red Hand did to her.
All right.
Yeah.
We move back to your chapter house. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't take you all too long. But you return to your chapter house, the abandoned subway station here. You don't see Lenora sitting at the table she was at, but there are lights on in the abandoned train cars here that make up a number of different makeshift rooms, some to sleep in, some to eat in, some to study in.
Alaric is going to go and he's going to take that orange fungus and start running a couple tests and see if he can match it with anything that might be in Candela's records to see what it might have been.
Okay. I think this would be a focus roll. Analyze.
I think in the same vein, Arthur would be interested in, while he's interested in finding out who this Clove fella is, he'd be interested in the symbol, the reversed symbol, the symbol that looked wrong, like intentionally wrongly drawn. He'd be interested in trying to research the meaning behind that, and whether or not the way it's drawn indicates some specific meaning.
Okay.
Using
4 for
the
focus.
library there.
What'd you say? 4?
4, yeah.
4 on focus. On the orange fungi here. While you are familiar with certain plants for medicinal purposes, fungus being among some of them, this reacts differently to death or any sort of matter of decay. You take a couple of objects that you have down here, some bleed touch, some not, and also see that it does react to bleed. It slightly grows toward it, but at the very end of these little mycelium strands, it also starts to die slightly. That's what you pick up on a 4.
So it grows towards it, but as it gets closer, it dies off.
Yeah.
Essentially. Okay.
You're using the library around here, Arthur, to try to glean more information on that sigil. I'll say that's a focus roll unless you would like it to be another roll for a different reason.
No, focus works for me. I'm using a drive point, and I have double 5s, so I'm going to take that drive point back and use the gilded die.
Okay. On a 5, you find some texts about certain alchemical sigils and what they might mean, and you discover one that appears like that third sigil in its correct form. And this one is used to protect vaults from phenomenon in some form. as you kind of contemplate what it is reversed, you gather it may be used to enhance
Drink.
the effect of a phenomenon.
That's very concerning to him. That it's essentially it's possible that instead of trying to, like suggested, it may have been a power station of bleed rather than a containment center.
Right.
Yeah.
And we pulled the cork out of it.
Are Fiona and Jimmy doing anything down here in the chapter house?
I don't think so. I mean, I'll kick up my feet, smoke a cigarette, hang out with the gang.
Okay.
I still feel very drawn to the notes and the book. They just keep kind of pulling at me, trying to make sense of what exactly their research of Liza was, what the purpose behind it was, and what their results were. So I'm going to be just kind of poring over them and seeing if there's any puzzle pieces I can put together.
Okay. Lenora steps out from a train car, greets you all. You all made it back in one piece. Do you have anything for the fourth Pharaohs?
Maybe, but I think that the most damaging thing is probably still down there.
I did get a sample of this strange fungus that seems to be drawn to the bleed. Might want to put it in just to see.
She grabs it and kind of looks it over. I'll send this to them. What did you find? What did you find down there? Truly. Did you see anybody that you didn't expect to see?
There was a girl.
A girl.
A young girl.
A young girl.
She was the center of the phenomenon by the looks of it.
And what became of her? Is she dead?
The place
We don't
collapsed
know.
around her, but we don't know.
Not sure for not for sure, but she was very paranormal. There was also
She hadn't aged
evidence
in
that
10 years.
the red hand was there.
Yes, I got a message from Xander Akari. Somebody you know, Dr. Quinn.
Yes. What did he
The
say?
Red Hand has been a little more interested than we care to have them. I'm not quite sure what it means yet.
They were there before. This isn't the first time they've been there.
The Red Hand. At a facility run by Eons. This is not good.
No, and it didn't end well for anyone involved by the sound of it. Or by the look of it. The place is filled with bodies. Their entire research team by the look of it.
You don't look so
Although-
good, Arthur.
It's been a day.
Lenora, would you be able to get a message to Xander and see if
Certainly.
he knows of a man named Klein the Clove?
Find the clothes. Not a name I've heard of, but if anybody's heard of it, it'll be Xander. I'll ask him.
Yes. Please. Thank you.
Be good to know if we could find out what tier of the spice rack of the Red Hands he's involved with.
Sure you're okay, Arthur.
No, but it's always the way when you're dealing with the bleed, I guess.
I've been asking him that all day.
And you, Dr. Quinn, how are you feeling?
Right as rain.
I don't believe you.
You shouldn't.
Well,
But you know me too well, Miss Blackwood.
I think you all may lick your wounds, so to speak, and come back to me when you're ready. I have something for you. Another case. Whether it's related to everything going on, I'm not quite sure yet.
Yes, I should head back to the clinic, see how it is going.
So we will move into quote-unquote downtime, in between session time. You guys can stay at the chapter house if you'd like, or like Dr. Quinn, he's going to go back to his clinic. If there's something you'd like to do in between assignments, now is the time to do that. And you may also use your resources to
Heal up.
fix yourselves. Pull that up. Arthur's like, yes, I need that. I need that.
Yes, please. I would very much like to fix myself in more ways than one.
So again, you may each individually spend up to 2 resource points in Stitch, Refresh, or Train, which again, somewhere. What's it?
So Stitch Stitch recovers the bleed marks I've taken. Yes.
Absolutely none of those, Matt.
Refresh.
Good guess,
That
though.
was Stitch. Again, I
Climb
find
the
this.
clothes.
Had it. Frickin'.
There it is.
Stitch is clear all
clear all
marks.
marks for 1 PC. Yeah.
There you go.
I
Refreshes
managed to
recoup all
reclaim most
drives.
of my drives. I think I'm going to take a Stitch and a Train, if that's okay.
Okay, so that then leaves 3 left, 3 points left as a group.
Oh, it's as a group. I apologize.
as a group,
if I need
so-
to get back
It's
to
as a
Train.
group. So 5
Yeah.
points total. Sorry, you have 5 Stitch points, 5 refresh points, 5 train points. My bad. So
Total, and it doesn't refresh until we level up.
right.
So we have to
Till
be a
the
little bit
full circle advances. So
I have
Arth-
just 1 bleed, and I can avoid another bleed next time, so I think I'm okay.
do you want to refresh your drives? Maybe a refresh. You take one of the refresh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put this in chat here. So Arthur takes 1 Stitch, 1 refresh.
If,
Jimmy-
1 Stitch, 1 Train. If
Oh, sorry.
if
What is train
there's
again?
enough points with everyone.
Train
the
gives you an
Stitch is-
extra die to add to like any roll, just one time in the next
Oh, one.
assignment or session.
Oh, it's 1 time. I thought it was like a
I'll level
bonus,
up here.
constant bonus.
Am I reading it wrong? Is a fact
it
that
should
I
be.
could be wrong.
Probably not.
It should be take a d6 that may be used on any one roll in the next assignment.
It's
Right,
like inspiration.
I misread it. I thought that was
I'll have to take a refresh then.
improving. Yeah, I will. I'll probably take a refresh instead. And
Okay.
it's essentially Train just gives you an extra drive, right? Essentially,
Pretty much just one extra.
Kind of, yeah.
dice.
It's
Kind
a
of.
just
a
agnostics
free-floating
and nerve
drive.
cunning and intuition. Yeah,
Fiona, do you?
I
need to
would
take
be-
anything?
I'd be better with a refresh instead.
So the marks don't heal over time, do they? We would have to do something
You
to
have to
heal
do
the
the
bleed or the
stitch.
body.
Yes, you'd have to either take
Okay.
the stitch resource. Dr. Quinn can do like kind of, but not. It's obviously.
I didn't take that one, so
Oh, never mind. He cannot.
Yeah.
So, if you would like to heal your marks,
Unfortunately.
you would need to take a stitch.
I think
Healer
I'm good
doesn't
for
take the
now.
heal.
I just got, a little banged up and a little bleed, so I think I'm gonna hold firm with that for now.
Okay.
I think I'll be fine.
Do you
It's
wanna-
fine, guys. It's fine.
Do you need to
I'm at
refresh your
1
drives?
bleed. I think I'm okay.
No, I only actually used one drive and I got on a gilded, so
Okay, so we've got
Yeah.
1 refresh, 1 stitch, and another refresh so far.
I'm typing it in here, and I'll hit send.
I-
Is Dr. Quinn taking anything?
no.
So real quick, the compass coin, is that like a part of my gear that I'm allowed to have 3 of, or
It's separate. So there is.
Okay.
I've hinted at specialty gear or artifact gear, so you can still choose 3 from your set list, and then you also have the
Okay.
compass coin as your artifact gear.
Okay.
One of your specialty gears.
Do I
Gotcha.
still have anything of the eye?
If you wanted to hang on to the it kind of cracked in half, but it was a little
Hmm.
marble. If you want to have kept that, you absolutely could have.
It is, however, totally inert at this point.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, he would have kept hold of it as a memento of his sanity.
Mhm.
He
Okay.
it's from a hallucination, but it's still physical, so it's proof that he didn't just imagine it all.
Okay. Do this.
In fact,
Or
can that be the
stitch.
ward that I use?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's his, and it soaks a bleed point by being his like totem from Inception.
Yeah,
Like this
that's
is my. Nope, I'm still. It's still real. I'm still not crazy.
So I just want to confirm nobody's taking a train point.
Correct.
No, I think
Well,
I've already taken
I'll-
2 points. I'm good.
I'll take
Oh.
one then. If
Okay.
if nobody else is actually taking one.
I suppose
There
we
you go.
probably won't get another chance to do this before the end of the assignment.
Not
This is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So that was 1 stitch and 2 refresh.
Yep, I put it in the magical. So now you guys have 4 stitch, 3 refresh, and 4 train available for the next time you go to heal yourselves.
Perfect.
While you guys think about what you might want to do between assignments, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We'll probably play for maybe another hour, give or take.
Sweet.
Cool.
Sounds
Thanks.
good.
I too will hit the bathroom.
I'm going to just come off camera for a minute to do something not bathroom related. What could it be?
Alright. It's very ominous.
right?
I'm a man of mystery. I'm making a coffee.
It's probably something
Oh,
really British.
Yeah, okay. No, it's completely related to his name.
Yeah.
If you
I did
want,
that
I can
before we
pretend it's
started.
tea.
No,
I
coffee's
can
better.
drink it with my pinky up.
Oh, you have to drink it with your pinky up.
Yeah. Requirement.
Yeah.
Done and
Just
done.
like Exaltimore has to do everything super politely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Please and thank you and sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, eh?
I was about to say I have not heard one single A.
What's it all about,
Yeah.
eh? Oh, how
How's
are you
the
now?
How's about we go for a rip?
Yeah, I could go for a dart.
You go for a dart? I'll go for a dart.
Why don't you take about 10% off there, Squirrely Dan?
Oh, is that what you liked about her?
Your sister's hot, Wayne. Yeah, my Canadian best friend actually introduced me.
Letterkenny, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely over the top, like
Oh yeah,
Canadian accent and behavior for sure.
for sure,
For sure.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure, you betcha. That's a little further east than you, though.
That's significantly
Getting
further
very close
east.
to Fargo there.
It's
Oh,
getting
you
to the
betcha. You betcha.
Newfie territory.
Yep.
Then again, pretty much everything is further east than where I am. I'm on the west coast, so
Same. Yeah. I'm just like south of you.
yeah.
Like, we have a cabin that's right next to the border. So when we're at the cabin, we get both time zones on our phones.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
There's a border town that every time you drive through, it's like the cell phone like tries to swap back and forth between American and Canadian. You're like, you're
Yep.
gonna get charged for whatever international, and I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not.
Yeah. I cross no lines. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roaming nightmare zone? Yeah, I would hate to live in that town. Any border town would be crazy.
Yeah.
You'd have to get an international plan.
Yeah. For sure.
Did we contain or destroy the source of the bleed? Nope. Not on that one.
No, we kind of did the opposite,
technically.
actually.
Just exploded the bleed.
Technically, when they did what I did in Chernobyl, they did in fact destroy the reactor. Technically. So we did a Chernobyl.
Maybe you contained it. Who knows? Maybe it's.
Is anybody else concerned that it wasn't just a hand, but that we started to see a shoulder popping up out of the
Yeah.
ground?
Yep.
As in,
Very
I was
concerning.
concerned when it was just a hand. I was very concerned when it was just a hand. The shoulder added to that concern, but that concern was already a very real, very real part of Arthur.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, for this short little downtime in between assignments, you do not have to do anything.
Thought I
You can
was
hang out
in
at the chapter house, but if you would like to, we can go through a scene of that.
Oh yeah.
And I do believe Dr. Quinn wants to go back to his clinic.
Yes.
Is that right? So we'll start there.
So, he will walk back in a little tired at this point. It has been very chaotic. And see the assistant there.
Yes, you see a young, kind of wiry young woman. I don't have a picture for her right this moment, but she looks up wide-eyed at you and says, "Oh, Dr. Quinn, you're back. You know your assistant is Eloise Sharp."
Yes, Eloise. I am.
Oh, are you okay, Doctor?
Just a little tired is all. We did a little bit more running around than I really expected to do today, but I'm fine.
Well, it's been pretty slow. We just had Mr. Williams come in for his routine heart checkup.
Okay.
Not much of us.
You didn't by chance see Mr. Xander come through here
Xander.
today?
Oh, you know what, Dr. Quinn? He did come by looking for you. He left this, and she starts rummaging through some papers on her desk. And she hands it to you, and it is a little telegram that says, hold on, need to look at one. It says, meet me at 756 at midnight. You know that 756 is a club in the Redland district.
Okay. Thank you, my dear. How are you doing today?
Mr. Williams is kind of a handful, and he, well, let's just say I had to clean up the bathroom a little bit longer than I wanted to.
I'm so sorry, dear.
No, it's all right. He's just old.
We are in the business of helping people, though.
Yeah, I just, well, let's just say I like my desk a little bit more. Maybe you need a nurse, Dr. Quinn, like a real nurse. You know, didn't go to school for anything like that.
Maybe you're right.
Unless you want to teach me, but I think you're too busy.
Maybe what we'll do is, maybe we'll run an ad. Well, not in the public paper, but, you know, maybe we'll keep our eye out for an assistant nurse. Or doctor.
You know, I think the best place to put that might be at the Clara house, Dr. Quinn. I'll write something up for you when you come back.
Please do. Do you happen to have the time on you?
Oh, it is 11:14 night.
Okay. It's been a long day, and you be sure to leave here very soon. Head home and close up the shop, please.
Okay, Dr. Quinn. You don't need to worry about me. I got it. You be safe, Dr. Quinn.
I will. I'm gonna head out and try and call it a night.
Okay, Doctor, I got it here. I'll lock up for you.
Thank you. And he'll turn around and head to 756.
Okay. I'll jump to that in a second if there's anything that anybody else is interested in doing at this time.
Arthur would be, while he does stay a lot of the time in the chapter house, he's gonna take some time to head back to his old home. It's not in the best condition anymore. He does spend a lot of time there, but more as like a place of research than a home.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes the book back with him that he has, and but walking into the place, he's gonna pour himself a drink and take a long deep sip, and then he sort of walks around the halls that he remembers from the hallucination or the flashback of Anastasia looking at the ceiling and the presence that was surrounding the building, too big to be contained. And as he does, he remembers what was written on the books, and he starts almost inspecting the ceilings as he goes, like looking up, which he was well informed he stopped doing. And he's going to keep doing that for the evening, not knowing whether this actually came from Anastasia or if this was some trick of the phenomenon, the bleed, playing on him and his fears.
As you kind of wander the halls of your family home, and it is in a place of ruin at this point, for not all of it, but a lot of it. And you kind of find yourself in the same hallway where you had that hallucination, and look up, and you don't see the same crack that you saw in the hallucination in the exact same way, but it is slightly destroyed up there. And as you wander through, as you keep walking, go ahead and give me I'll let you do survey or sense, whatever feels right for you.
Sense would be, he's aware that there's connection to the bleed here somewhere, so he'd probably go with sense.
Okay.
And that's a 4.
A 4. You don't feel that oppressive force that you felt in that hallucination. That certainly is not here. As you pass by a couple of bookshelves, though, you pass by a room that just kind of acted as a library, kind of. Not the same study from before, but there are certainly many rooms like this in the mansion, and you feel drawn towards one of the bookshelves here. I'm not too sure what it's about. As you inspect a little bit closer, go ahead.
He is going to inspect closer, and he follows his gut a lot of the time.
You kind of run your hand along several spines until you stop on one and just pull this book out. It's a book on how to build gas pipes in some way. Obviously expect this to be in your family home, but a picture falls out of, one second. You see a photo worn and aged over time of someone from the family. Written on the bottom of this is the name Thaddeus Lichtenberg.
Looking at the photo, Arthur is sort of... He drops the glass. It's now empty, but the glass drops from his hand as he studies the photo, turning it over and seeing the name on the back, and then looking back intently at the eye, and bringing... I picture he put this into a sort of pendant, this eye that he got in the sanatorium. He takes it out and inspects it next to the photo to try and understand if it's the same, or if he's just having a moment and a lapse in memory, or and he holds them together to see if there's a difference or if they are indeed the same.
Give me a focus roll.
Going to be... So, I've got a drive point. I'm going to use a drive point, if I may. And with the drive point, that's a 6.
6. This looks to be the same eye. As you flip this photograph over, There's just the faintest marking of a date here. And if you hadn't heard the name Thaddeus before, try to remember. But the date, I'm sorry, I don't have the timeline completely structured, but this tells you that this was likely your great-great-grandfather.
Possibly the one who started the business. And yeah, how were you? How were you in my hospital room? He says to the photo, like as if it's gonna respond.
Right. Cold wind blows through. It's pretty silent here. As you are left to contemplate your great-great-grandfather, we're going to move back to 756 with Dr. Quinn.
So, Alaric will stroll up to the door. Any type of bouncer or anything that he has to go through, or
Yes, there is a bouncer here. Let me get you you hear a band on the inside. You hear laughter, people having a grand old time in the nightclub known as 756. You see a dark-skinned, big, bulky bouncer standing out front, looks you up and down. Oh, Dr. Quinn, you're back. Good to see you.
Yes, I am. I'm just here to see an old friend.
Right. Well, head on up to the second floor. I'm sure you'll find him there. And he clinks a little red ribbon there and motions for you to enter.
Thank you.
As you walk inside, it is smoky, it is sweaty, but it smells sweet in here all at the same time. You look up and see a balcony, and you see your old friend Xander sitting up there, just smoking a cigarette, glancing off, waiting.
Okay. Alaric will make his way through the crowd, and he'll go and tap Xander on the shoulder there. And Xander, it's good to see you, old friend.
Oh, Dr. Quinn, thank you. Thank you for meeting me. Oh, man, I've needed this drink. Listen, there's something weird going on. I've been trying to keep watch on the Red Hand, and there's, I don't know if he's somebody new at play, or he's always been in the shadows and I've never seen him before, but, his little assistant, what's his name? What's he go by? The Clove?
Yes. I had the pleasure of meeting him today.
Oh, well, he's a squirrely little fuck. Not necessarily him. He's an assistant to some other big shot. I don't even know if he's a big shot or not, but he does a very strange thing. When you try to talk to him or have a conversation, he lights a damn match and just kind of stares. I'm not sure what his role is yet, but him and Klein, they're up to something no good.
You don't know of any artifacts that have been sold that have been tied to the Devil's Well, perhaps?
The Devil's Well. I've heard some reports of that. Is that where you were sent?
Yes, it was. And barely made it out alive.
I'll have to go back to my contacts. There might be somebody at the Red Hand I can trust. Maybe. I mean, you know how it is with them. Trust is not really the word you tend to use, but I get the feeling that Klein is not somebody people tend to like. And this other guy, I'm not sure what his name is even yet, but I'm going to find out and I'll let you know. But
Please do.
see what else I might be able to scrounge up for you.
But be very careful when it comes to these guys. Klein strikes me as
Oh,
a
you know
very
me.
squirrely, backstabbing type, so
When did you see him?
just as soon as we got to the docks, he was almost waiting for us. So I'm worried about what kind of information they've had right now.
Something's up. I'll find out.
All right. In the meantime, let us share a drink. It's been too long, friend.
Ah, cheers. Waiter! Give me the good whiskey. Waiter comes by, pours you two a drink. Well, to what?
Well, to good health, as usual.
He slams it back. Another good health, as the man said. And you spend the rest of the night relaxing and drinking with your old friend Xander.
Yes.
Anything that anybody else would like to do on their downtime? At all?
About the coin.
Jimmy would
being-
probably go have a drink and a cigarette or a few.
About the coin being drawn to Arthur, and I think
Mhm.
I'm gonna spend some time puzzling over that and figure out
Okay.
the motivation there, like why the coin was pulled towards Arthur.
Mm-hmm. You can go ahead and give me a focus roll as you sit and spend more time with the coin here.
Also
Jimmy
would,
is very used to like real world phenomena and his entire experience, but he'll get accustomed to it quickly.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. It's very confusing. You now being here in Candela, the memory of Cassian flashes back, hearing that man say young Master Lichtenberg. Somehow this coin is related to the Lichtenbergs, or it was attuned at some point in its past to them. How or why is still very unclear. Jimmy, you find yourself, do you also go, you know the Red Lamp District, do you go to 756 or a different club to spend your night?
Oh, I'll go to 756 for sure.
Okay. Dr. Quinn, as you're sitting there with Xander, you watch as Jimmy enters and heads over to the bar.
Oh, it looks like one of our circle members are here. Let me introduce you, if you haven't met Jimmy before.
I think I've met Jimmy.
So, Alaric and Xander will walk up. Jimmy.
Hey, Doc.
I see you're here for the same thing that we are.
Had to take the edge off after recent events.
Yes.
Waiter, get him a round of what we were drinking, the good stuff, you know? Barkeep comes up
that's
and
very
pours you
kind
a
of
good
you.
straight whiskey. Name's Xander Akari.
I'm Jimmy Holmes. I'll light up a
Jimmy.
cigarette and take a sip.
Jimmy Holmes.
Yes.
And what do you do in the circle, Jimmy?
Right now, not much. I feel like
Not
I was
much.
a little bit less useful than I could have been on my previous assignment, but I'm still trying to get my feet with all of this mildly supernatural happenstance. I'm a detective by trade, and I've been assisting the police for quite a long time now, but
Oh,
I've yet
so I
to
bet you
involve
know that
myself in-
Farah.
I do.
Yeah.
We go way back.
She's a good lass. Good head on her
Zen.
shoulders, for the most part.
Xander here is the one that got me into the circle.
Yes, Dr. Quinn saved my life. Once.
More than once.
All right. Maybe more than once. You all share drinks throughout the rest of the evening and just kind of enjoy yourselves here. Arthur, was there one more thing you wanted to do?
Yeah, it's just sort of he spends some time going to one of the rooms that he has kept maintained. It's it's a study, not the study, but a one of the upper floors, probably his father's study back when he was a kid. The room that you were told not to go into, you know,
For sure.
Dad's busy, and now he's the quote unquote man of the house. It's his little refuge where he goes to read and unlike when his father was there, it's covered in drawings of different types of phenomenon he's seen. He kind of, due to art therapy at Greyslate, he's kind of taken to drawing out things he's seen and has experienced, and he spends some time drawing as best as he can remember Liza's visage. And while he was hoping to try and draw her not so angry or fearful, he's ended up with something that looks like her, with the way she was when she screamed liar at him. And he puts that next to pictures of Anastasia that he's drawn from his memories.
Okay.
As if it's the people I haven't saved, sort of thing.
Oh, that's very sweet and sad. As you draw out Liza, give me a sense roll.
I have I'll throw a drive on this just because I can. It's okay, good, because that was a 1 and a 3 and the drive was a 6, so I'm glad I did that.
As you spend time drawing Liza, kind of pin her picture up next to other drawings of your sister. You kind of look them all over, and you see Liza's mouth is moving in the image that you drew. And she is mouthing the words liar over and over and over again. And you begin to feel a very large presence behind you for a split second, and then it dissipates. To spend the rest of the night in your old family home.
He's going to he feeling this, you know, he's trapped in sort of sudden terror from the presence when it was there, and as it dissipates, when there's enough time has passed that it is absolutely certain it's gone, he does turn around, you know, far too late to see anything if it was there. And he's gonna spend like the next, like, he's clutching at the eye, his totem of sanity, to ground himself again, and he's sort of staring down at this eye to make sure and then looking back at the picture to see if it's still mouthing this at him.
You look back. It is not mouthing that word at you anymore, little Liza. But it's like her face has been smeared off the page.
He inspects the drawing, goes closer to it, and is at once both relieved, confused, and anxious that this was done. Do I see any evidence that it was my hand that did it? Like any smudge on my thumbs or...
You look down at your hands, and it's not an ink smudge. What you see is pale dust on your hand skin.
Like the bed?
Mhm.
He is once again looking at the eye, trying to tell if it's real or if this is some sort of hallucination. And can he try and sense if he is in the house, or if he is if he ever did get back?
Yeah, give me another sense roll.
2 1s.
2 1s. So you look down at your hand and you see this pale dust once again, and you start to wipe it off. The fuck is this? You look up. You're standing in the courtyard where you awoke as a child so long ago.
The smell of fresh grass in the air
Yeah.
triggers me, and Arthur screams.
Yeah. You take a bleed and a brain mark.
So glad I did that stitch.
Oh no. With that,
It
I know
began
it's
as
early,
just flavor.
but I think we're going to call it here because some things are going to have to change for your next assignment based on how some things went today. And I would rather I would rather be more prepared than not for you guys.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Love it. So
Bleed
we're going to call it
junkie.
I was
here.
like, oh, no, did we do
Bleed
something wrong?
junkie. Bleed junkie.
No kidding.
Oh! I took a point of bleed.
Mhm.
I have the
You have
ability
your thing.
to...
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, go ahead. We can get that out
Oh
of the
my
way
God,
before
yes.
we officially end.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
He is this is something he didn't have the last time this happened to him, and like the last time he appeared in the garden like this, so he immediately, how did I get here, is just the intense question that he wants to know from the bleed.
Okay. You in your head, how did I get here? How did I get here? How did I get here? And you look over. You see there's a small fountain here. Pool of water, let's say, beneath your feet instead. You look down at your reflection, and you see Thaddeus in the reflection for 1 second. And it wavers and the water ripples out and you see yourself again. Not sure what kind of answer that is, but that's the answer you get. And then we will end there.
Darn
Oh, God.
Thaddeus.
Well, shit.
I do think these sessions are probably going to end up a little bit shorter than my normal, but that's just...
Yeah.
Things change so frequently, so...
Yeah.
Arthur presses way too many buttons for it to not... for it to continue in a linear fashion. The button is marked death. Press it.
Press that one.
Push the button.
Whose death?
I'm afraid we
Let's
have to call it there because you're going to have to re-roll
Because
characters.
you're going to die.
It was a good session, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
thank you
good.
very much. Sorry if I did
Definitely
ruin
No, you didn't ruin
the,
anything.
I mean, I beg to differ. I think we ruined the devil as well.
Well,
I think we
Sorry we blew up
Maybe.
the devil's well.
Maybe.
Stuff
This
happens.
is dormant now. Who knows?
Arthur pressed some things. Sorry, Lenora. Arthur.
It went from a thinning to an opening.
Yeah,
No kidding.
Yes. From a thinning to a very, very thickening.
Oh God. Give me a
Oh my god.
my gosh. Nasty asses. Just
Mm.
kidding. Yeah, no, that was good. I hope that the flashbacks helped you relate to your character a little bit more, hopefully, and just kind of, I know they were kind of
Mhm.
short,
great.
but
Yes.
getting some more of the story threads and changing them all at once.
I love it. It's like
Yes.
Candela Obscura, the Lost episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
We all know if
Few
there is a
throwbacks here
button that
and
needs to
there.
be pressed every 108 minutes, it's definitely going to be Arthur who's on that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Button
Pressing all
presser.
the buttons, taking all the bleed.
What did Ace call you? A bleed junkie? Yeah. Arthur
Yeah.
Bleed Junkie
Yeah.
Lichtenberg. That's your new name.
Mhm.
Slightly more descriptive than Clove.
You know why it's
Uh,
Clove. All right, guys. So I'll see you all here same time next week. We'll get
Sounds
started
great.
on the next assignment. Thank you for playing again.
Sounds good. Thank
Awesome.
you.
So much fun.
Thanks very
Yeah.
much.
Everybody have a
Thanks,
great night.
guys.
Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Well, that was good. It was a good session. Oh, I gotta change that thing too now. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I like to throw the little flashbacks that kind of got everyone engaged, and then we finished off what we were doing, and now we're doing a little downtime. Like, we got a little bit of everything in this one. So, even though it was only a 2-hour, 45-minute session, I think we actually got more done than in some of our like 4, 5, 6-hour sessions that we did in CoffeeFiend, honestly. So, Candela seems to, because you're so heavy on RP, like it seems to just like progress a lot faster. So, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are finding it a lot, pretty entertaining. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out, and we will continue next Sunday at 3 p.m. for the next session. Awesome. That's great, Coffee. Woot woot. All right, guys. Have a great week, and I will catch you next session. Bye. Make sure that you watch the VOD if you missed anything.